Imagine a medieval monastery. Picture the towering stone walls. See the cold, austere architecture. It speaks of discipline, of piety, of a life dedicated to God. Silence reigns within these walls, or so it seems. The truth, as always, is far more complex. Beneath the surface of quiet devotion lay a world of hidden desires and secret passions. The lives of medieval monks and nuns were governed by strict routines. Their days revolved around prayer. Work filled their hands. They toiled in the fields. They copied manuscripts. They lived a communal life, sharing meals and chores. They had taken vows: poverty, chastity, obedience. These vows were meant to separate them from the temptations of the world. But the world, and its desires, had a way of seeping in. The silence of the monastery was not always so silent. As night fell, a different kind of life stirred. Monks and nuns, bound by their vows during the day, found ways to break free. There were whispers of secret gatherings, clandestine meetings in the darkness, laughter and conversation, hushed but present. The need for human connection, for intimacy, found ways to express itself, even within the confines of the monastery walls. The vows of poverty and chastity were often tested. While the monks and nuns of the medieval period lived simple lives, there were moments of indulgence. Feast days were celebrated with surprising gusto. Fish, forbidden on other days, would be served in abundance. Wine flowed freely. There are records of monks complaining of their weight. The sedentary life of a scribe combined with feast day excesses took its toll. Section 5. The Devil's in the Details. In the heart of medieval Europe, monasteries stood as bastions of faith and learning. These ancient stone abbeys, surrounded by nature, were places of quiet contemplation and rigorous discipline. Even in their work, the monks and nuns found ways to express their hidden selves. Tending to the gardens, they cultivated not just plants, but also their inner lives. The garden was a place where they could momentarily escape the strictures of monastic life. The manuscripts they so carefully copied are filled with more than just scripture. These texts, painstakingly transcribed by hand, were the lifeblood of medieval scholarship, but they were also canvases for the monks' and nuns' creativity. Look closer at the margins of these ancient texts. You'll find something unexpected. Amidst the sacred words there are tiny illustrations known as marginalia. These small drawings often go unnoticed, but they hold a world of meaning. Doodles, little drawings, some are whimsical, others are strangely suggestive. These marginalia range from the playful to the provocative, offering a glimpse into the minds of their creators. They reveal a side of monastic life that is rarely seen, a flash of humor perhaps, or a hint of frustration. These doodles capture moments of levity and emotion, breaking through the solemnity of their surroundings. They remind us that even in the most disciplined environments, the human spirit finds ways to express itself. These doodles provide a glimpse into the minds of the people who created them. The monks and nuns, while dedicated to their spiritual and scholarly pursuits, were also human. They experienced joy, frustration, and creativity, just like anyone else. They remind us that even in the most austere of settings, the human spirit seeks an outlet. The gardens, the manuscripts, and the marginalia all tell a story of resilience and creativity. In the quiet corners of these ancient abbeys, the monks and nuns found ways to leave their mark, reminding us that the devil truly is in the details. Section 6. Power and its Shadow. Monasteries were not just places of spiritual contemplation, they were sanctuaries where monks and nuns dedicated their lives to prayer, study, and the service of God. These sacred spaces were often isolated from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, providing a serene environment for spiritual growth and reflection. However, monasteries were also places of power. They were centers of learning and culture, preserving ancient texts and knowledge through the ages. The walls of these monasteries held secrets of the past, and their libraries were treasure troves of wisdom. They held land, wealth, and influence. Monasteries often owned vast tracts of land, which were worked by peasants and serfs. The produce from these lands not only sustained the monastic community, but also generated significant income, making monasteries powerful economic entities. This power attracted those who sought to exploit it. Nobles and kings would often seek the favor of abbots and monks, hoping to gain spiritual legitimacy and political support. The intertwining of religious and secular power was a delicate balance, fraught with tension and intrigue. There were abbots who lived like kings, their vows of poverty long forgotten. These leaders wielded immense power, often rivaling that of secular lords. Their opulent lifestyle stood in stark contrast to the humble existence of the monks they led. There were whispers of corruption, of political machinations. Secret meetings and clandestine deals were not uncommon, as some monks and abbots sought to expand their influence and control. The shadow of power loomed large over these holy places. The church was not immune to the temptations of power. The higher echelons of the clergy were often embroiled in political struggles, with bishops and cardinals vying for influence and control. The pursuit of power could lead to moral compromises and ethical dilemmas. And within the walls of the monastery, these temptations played out on a smaller but no less dramatic scale. The daily lives of monks were filled with challenges as they navigated the complexities of faith, duty, and power. The story of monasteries is a tale of devotion and ambition, of light and shadow. Section 7. Secrets in Stone and Ink. The very structure of a medieval monastery could hold secrets. Hidden passages have been discovered, their existence hinted at in old plans and whispers. What were these passages used for? Were they a means of escape, or did they lead to something more sinister? The answers, like so much of the history of these places, are shrouded in mystery. But the possibility of undiscovered secrets continues to fascinate us. Section 8. Beyond the Walls, a Legacy Remembered. The lives of medieval monks and nuns were a complex mix of piety and transgression, of devotion and desire. They dedicated their lives to spiritual pursuits, yet they were not immune to the temptations and challenges of the world around them. Their days were filled with prayer, study, and labor, but also with moments of doubt and struggle. These men and women sought to live according to the strict rules of their orders, but they were also human, with all the frailties and strengths that come with it. Their story is a reminder that the past is never simple. It is a mosaic of human experiences, each piece contributing to the larger picture of history. The monks and nuns of medieval times were not just religious figures, they were also scholars, artists, and caretakers. They played a crucial role in preserving the knowledge and culture of their time, ensuring that it would be passed down through the generations. It is a tapestry woven from threads of darkness and light. The monasteries were places of refuge and learning, but they were also places of power and influence. The monks and nuns who lived there were dedicated to their faith, but they were also involved in the political and social issues of their time. Their lives were a blend of the sacred and the secular, the spiritual and the worldly. The monasteries they inhabited may be silent now, but their legacy lives on. The ruins of these ancient buildings stand as a testament to the lives that were lived within their walls. They are a reminder of the enduring impact that these religious communities had on the world. The knowledge they preserved, the art they created, and the care they provided continue to influence us today. They were centers of learning, preserving knowledge through the Dark Ages. The monks and nuns copied manuscripts, studied ancient texts, and contributed to the intellectual life of their time. They were the keepers of wisdom, ensuring that the knowledge of the past was not lost. Their work laid the foundation for the Renaissance and the scientific advancements that followed. They provided healthcare and refuge to the poor and sick. The monasteries were places of healing, where the sick and needy could find care and compassion. The monks and nuns practiced medicine, tended to the ill, and offered solace to those in need. Their commitment to helping others was a reflection of their faith and their dedication to serving their communities. Their contributions to society were immense. They were builders, educators, and caregivers. They played a vital role in the development of their communities, providing education, healthcare, and spiritual guidance. Their influence extended beyond the walls of the monasteries, shaping the world around them in profound ways. As we delve into the hidden lives of these individuals, we gain a deeper understanding not just of their world, but also of our own. Their stories remind us of the complexity of the human experience and the enduring impact of faith, knowledge, and compassion. The legacy of the medieval monks and nuns is a testament to the power of dedication and the lasting influence of their contributions to society.